We're going to learn about 3 lies that paralyze your calling. The first one is I can't do it now. I myself was tempted many times. I was guided by this lie, by this sophism from the enemy. Time of procrastination. In truth, it's pain that makes us develop this thinking change in all opportunities that appears before us. I can't do it now. And why? Because I can't do it now is much more convenient. It's much more easier. The I can't do it now is much more tranquil. However, it's the I can't do it now that keeps you maintaining, accumulating frustration a long time, when in truth we should be developing our calling. But we start to think about what we should have done, and we end up never doing. The I can't do it now usually develops in our lives for 2 reasons. First, usually we think we are not capable of doing, and we prefer to say, I can't do it now because in truth, I think I don't have the right tools to start. I don't preach so well. I don't speak so well. I still haven't had the opportunity, such excellent opportunities, when in truth, you're sabotaging yourself. You're creating a time in which you will never exist because it does not rely on the circumstance to favor you on the outside. It relies on the mentality that is making you captive inside yourself, making you believe that you can never do it now. The second lie that we're going to destroy, my time has passed. This is almost a maximum over people that are my age or over. But one of the things that God has ministered in my life and has given me authority to minister in other people's life is a comprehension of the maximums, that if you're alive, you belong to this time. Otherwise, God would have mistaken on your birth. Have God made you being born on the wrong day? Didn't He know the measurement of your days? Wouldn't He know how much old you'd be right now today? Doesn't the one that knows how many hair that we have in our head wouldn't understand the age that you would have, the capacity that you should have, or the fix inside the comprehension of the time that you're living now? If the word of the Lord guarantees us that He has counted. It's not only that He has the total sum, but He has counted the hair from our heads. It means that each one of our hair corresponds to a number. If today I would take my hair and some hair would fall down, which is normally happen, it's as if God looked and say, hey, 1,500 hair has fallen. He doesn't know he doesn't say the count of the hair I have here. He has been counting each hair I have here. Do you think such a great God would be mistaken about the time of your age? When you say, my time has passed, you're trying to say, you're living in the wrong moment in your life. And for the call, there's no the time that the calling passes. The word of God says that the Lord was with Samuel all the days of his life. If you have a calling, you're never retired. It doesn't matter your age. It doesn't matter the time of life, or the circumstances that says that your time has passed. Now that you're living, if you're alive in this time, and in this time that God will use you. Destroying the third lie. Nobody believes in me. The word of the Lord in Jeremiah chapter 29 guarantees us that He knows the thoughts that He has for us, because it's exactly like this. Israel was in a condition where, in fact, in that context, there was no reason for somebody to believe them, because in their case, that I believe that is different from yours, they were in a sinful life, the sin of idolatry. However, God lifted up prophets, Jeremiah. One of the things that the Lord said to him, I know the thoughts I have about you, thoughts of peace and not of evilness, to give you to give you a future and hope. When you say nobody believes me, I know that the human being have the need of recognition, but He believes in you. He is the person who called you. And however we're being motivated by words, friendship, or people that motivate us and pull us up inside the vision of our calling, the truth is that if all of them motivated you, if all of them helped you, if all of them believed in you, but you wouldn't have called by God, you could have the best equip of filming, nothing will happen. You could have the best preaching, that nothing will happen, because the way that God works in our life does not rely on faith or the expectation that people put on us. It depends on the faith and the expectation that we put in God, on top of that, what He said over our lives. So, in truth, God is the person that most believes in you. That's why He believed in you, because in truth He believes in Him, because He knows He can have the freedom to be God however He wants in you, unrelying of your limitation, of your necessities, unrelying of favorable conditions. So instead of searching recognition of people, search faith in relation to the expectation that God has put on you, because it's good, it's pleasurable. And God let it very clear. Do not judge. Jesus said, my burden is soft and it's smooth. If it is heavy, it's because it's being developed if it's heavy, it's being judged by the expectation that people have in me, that I put for people to have on me. When in truth, you don't need the proof of them. And this is what's paralyzing your calling. So you need to understand that in spite of your weaknesses, if you're called by God, and I know that you are, then you need to open up, to understand that you have everything that you need. And what is it? The calling of God over your life.